Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and I have another fun sports-themed card to share with you today. Hey, so I'm using Jaded Blossom's Penguin Kisses stamp set and the outline dies. Jaded Blossom's gnome dies, their card mat dies, their gnome dies sport add-ons 1. And odds and ends Let It Snow from Doodlebug. And the 12-inch Let It Snow paper line from Doodlebug. And I did put this guy together on that Sports Add-ons 1 assembly video, so check that out. So first I have some cardstock here. I cut out this all-over pattern with my card mat dies, and I'm just going to glue that down. Oh, just making sure that my edge is in. So I used the other side to cut it 1/8 of an inch smaller than an A2 size card base. And then this is the card mat die, which is 4 by 5 1/4 inches. And then I'm going to layer those two together. And then I'm going to add some more ATG tape to the back. And I'm going to stick that down onto my card front. And I just have this brown paper just so I can see, the border better when I'm trying to center it on this A2 size card base. That was made from Paper Trank white cardstock, 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 inches. So I'm just getting that lined up, and I find that brown paper underneath helps my eye see it better. Now I have this fun holographic cardstock from scrapbook.com. It's from their pad holographic mirror paper, and it's 1 inch thick. And I'm just adding that to the bottom of my card mat die, and that's going to look like ice. At least that's what I'm going for. So I'm going to add that down like it's ice, and that'll fit inside the stitching on the card mat die. There we go. And I've got my super cute little hockey player here, right? Doesn't have any skates on though. He's in bare feet, which would be rather risky, but So I'm going to add I think this is 1.5 inch strip or something like that of this holographic paper to the inside. And then I'm going to add a 1 inch or a little, I don't know, like a 1 inch strip or a little bit less of that same pattern paper I have on the front to the inside of my card. That's from Doodlebug. And I'm going to trim off that overhang with a pair of scissors. So there we are. So I've got this super cute little penguin sitting on a little ice drift that I'm going to add to the inside. And adding that with some Barely Art glue, my reverse tweezers. Isn't it cute? And I'm pulling out my Sakura black glaze pen to make the eyes a little dimensional and shiny. Remember, you got to let that dry a little bit. I was trying to show you, didn't really show up too well. Now I'm taking a Sakura white jelly roll pen in a number 10, which is kind of my favorite size. And I'm just going to add a few little freckles and highlights and things to this little image. And, I'm going to color in the kind of highlighted area on the ice just for fun, because I think it adds a little something, something, right? And there you have it. So now I'm going to do some stamping on some Paper Trank white cardstock using VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink and my Misty. So I'm pulling out a couple of sentiments here, trying to decide what's going on my card and where. So there we have it. So I'm going to stamp all 3 of those at the same time. That's the great thing about a Misty, right? And like I always say, don't press too hard, because you can always stamp it again. And you don't want to thicken up your fonts or anything. You want them to, not get all morphed looking. So there it is. So it's Have an Ice Birthday. Hope your birthday is the coolest, and Feelin' Frosty. Those are the 3 sentiments that I'm going to put on this card. So I'm just lining up these outline dies that match that Penguin Kisses stamp set. Just a real handy little devices to cut out your sentiments. And I'm using some of this little highlighter tape pieces to hold my dies in place. Now, I do use an Anna Griffin. I'm using my mini Empress at this point. And yes, the magnet holds it in place, but because whenever I have a stamped image, I like to tape that magnet down just so it doesn't shift a little bit. I don't want that to happen. Now, I pulled out Jaded Blossom's banner dies. I decided to use that as well. So I cut out that holographic paper again from scrapbook.com and pure poppy cardstock from Paper Tray Ink. And I'm just layering those up. You know, I cut out that little banner, like I said, from the banner dies. And I will weight that down with the acrylic block. And oops, I forgot to show you, but I did glue down those 2 sentiments. So now I am going to add on this little banner die. And I'm going to add that in the upper right-hand corner, just to draw the eye. You know, a little bit of shine is always fun. And I do weight it down. Now on the inside, I'm going to add the sentiment, I hope your birthday is the coolest. And I'll add that with a little bit of Bearly Art glue. And I'll weight that down as well. Oops, that looks like it stuck down well. Okay, so I've got my cute little hockey player. So that's Paper Tray Ink White, Paper Tray Ink Pure Poppy, American Crafts in Rust, close to my heart, White Daisy ink around the edges, and P13 Stamping Pad Skin Tones for the skin tones, and the black is Paper Tray Ink Black cardstock. But everything will be listed in my blog post that I used. So I'm pulling out these shape sprinkles. They're called Heart Attack. And I'm going to be using these, I don't know, I guess they're like kind of silvery holographic hearts. But first I'm going to add a little red heart to the center of that banner just for fun. And then I'm going to use these holographic silvery hearts just, you know, as a little embellishment. And it also matches what I have going on with the ice. I just think it, you know, adds a little bit of shine and makes things a little more special, like I always say. I'm just trying to decide where they're going to go. And there you have it. Now on the inside, I'm going to add one of these stickers from the 12-inch sticker sheet from Doodlebug's Let It Snow. I'm just going to add that, just overlapping the penguin a little bit, just for fun. And that's it. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog, be inspired by the team. The Jaded Blossom store to get your hands on all these awesome products. And thanks as always for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Make sure you're a follower. Bye, everybody.